Allegiance flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I get a roll call, please?
Bradshaw.
Here.
Nelson.
Here.
Palmer.
Here.
Porter. Here. Sullivan is absent. Walden.
Here. Can I get a motion to approve the February 17th, 2026 Committee of the Whole meeting minutes?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay. All right, open up the public comments. Have any public comments? What? I'm sorry.
Bradshaw.
Okay, roll call, please.
Nelson.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Porter. Walden.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, public comments. Anybody have any public comments? No? All right.
So, Jim.
So you got anything? Yeah.
Am I on the agenda?
You're,
You can speak now if you have something to say.
I want to talk about this sewer bill.
Go ahead. You're fine.
Had a water leak. I paid for the water, but I feel uncomfortable about paying for the sewer because the water it didn't run in the sewer and run under the ground. So far, I've not actually found the leak, but I'm convinced it is between the meter and my house. But the sewer wasn't touched, so why would I want to pay an inflated sewer bill? No, city had no expenses in relation to the sewer. No chemicals was used because the water never went in the system.
Joe, when you were in the other day talking to me about that, I wasn't aware that the leak hadn't been fixed. So technically, we cannot do an adjustment on the bill until the leak is fixed. So I wouldn't be able, I wasn't aware of that when you were in here the other day talking to me. So we
The water's been completely shut off for a month and a half.
Right. We have an ordinance that states though we can't adjust a bill until the leak is fixed. And that's doing you a favor as well, because if you would turn it back on and it was still leaking and you had used your adjustment, then it could possibly leak onto the next bill, which that bill could be high as well, and you would have to pay that one in full. I wasn't aware that the leak wasn't fixed when you were in the other day.
Okay.
when are you planning on getting that leak fixed, or do you know?
When the weather cooperates a little bit with me. It seems that the timing is everything, because when I plan to do it, then the day I plan to do it, the weather's always bad, so
Yeah.
we've just suffered from these few days of bad weather, just at critical time, and wound up with a bunch of trees down to deal with too. It's just a combination of everything involved.
He did pay the water part of the bill already as well.
The full amount?
Just
Or
the
just-
water
just
part. He
the
did
water
not
part.
pay
The-
for sewer.
But did he pay the full amount of the water, or did he pay half because you said something about adjustment?
The total bill was $133. I've got it written down. He paid 60 something,
70 something,
yeah. And then the sewer part, I think, is like 62 or something like that.
correct.
Okay. In our ordinance does it state somewhere that, I was thinking I read somewhere where it says that,
The leak is supposed to be fixed within 15 days of us letting them know about the leak
Yeah.
for them to use the adjustment as well.
Was
but the water has been off.
Was it one of the lead service lines that we replaced in
No.
that program?
No.
So it'd be there.
A lot of times with the leaks, Joe, whenever you get it fixed and then you come in and get your leak adjustment, it brings your water bill total down to your average. It averages it out, so it wouldn't be real high. So I don't know what your average is that you pay for your bills.
Is
How
this
much
the
is that?
minimum bill?
$50 a month for
So-
both.
So see, whenever you use your leak adjustment, it would have brought it down. It wouldn't have been real high with the leak included in it. It would have averaged it out.
But on a normal basis, I don't recommend using a leak adjustment on a $133 bill. I can break it up into payments, but I've seen where people use their leak adjustment on a smaller bill like this, and then a couple years later, they have a leak that's $1,000, and because they've used their leak adjustment, because you only get one every 5 years, they would have to pay the $1,000 bill.
But why wouldn't the alarm alert somebody that they have a leak? That's how this one was found, is through the alarm, which I'm very, very thankful for,
Yes.
that we have it.
Yes, which that's why we had contacted you, because it did we seen it on our end. I don't know, do you have the app on your phone that will
No,
review?
no, I have no apps on
No?
my phone. My phone's a phone.
Yeah, we have like a system that shows us who has leaks, and that's when we contacted you to let you know there was a leak, which it is very helpful, because normally if we didn't have that, we wouldn't have caught it for a month and a half to 2 months.
Exactly,
It
so
wouldn't
I'm
leak that
very
time.
thankful for
Yes.
the system was in place, because this was a perfect example. It worked and it worked well, because I was notified within a couple of days. But anyway, not to get sidetracked, but anyway, I would like to thank all of you people for the time and effort that you give to the city to keep the city going, because this city goes as good as any city that I've ever lived in, and I'm very appreciative of it. I want to thank you for the time that you dedicate to the city.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
When he does get the leak fixed, I don't have a problem doing the adjustment if that's what he chooses to do. That's up to you guys.
Just see what the total ends up being, and then we can figure it out from there. Yeah, just let us know once you get it fixed. and then
Will
we
do.
can- we can track
Thank you very
back
much
on
for
and
your
see if
time.
it's fixed.
Thank you, Joe.
Anybody else for public comments? Go on to, looks like Ron is not here yet, so we can move on to, new business. Water sewer.
He did do the DMR today, and the only thing he's wanting me to bring up wait, let me get my text to open up. The old water plant, the front door and the back door, he's just worried mainly about the front door because it's worse. It needs repaired bad. It's about ready to fall off the hinges. The whole frame and everything is coming out of the concrete wall. I mean, chunks of the concrete are falling out. We got an estimate from Manley about fixing it, and he gave us a quote for the front door and the back door, but Jack's just mainly worried about the front door. It's eroded from all the salt because our brine tank and stuff is right there, and he said he was wanting to see if you could put it on the agenda not to exceed 2,500, because it's a concrete, block building, and it's, I'd say about 75% of that frame is the only thing holding it on there.
Is that 25 for both doors or just front?
Just for the front, that's the only one he's really worried about, yeah. And, he said Daniel was supposed to come and talk about the floor today. He told him he was coming. He said that we should get a resurfacing and an additional layer of epoxy at no charge. He says you can visually see that the thickness is less than what was called for on the contract. So they're gonna have to repair that whole floor. Now, as far as what's underneath the tanks that are already in there, I don't know how they're gonna do that. because they've already been hooked
He
up to
said they
electrical,
can't.
to the pipes and everything.
Yeah.
He said they couldn't do it.
They can't.
No,
Yeah.
that's what he
Brush
said
something
at the
in, but
last
it'd be a
meeting.
different color.
But they can still do the rest of the floor.
Yeah.
I wonder, Dana, do we, since that old water building's not really gonna be used as much, I wonder how much extra it would be to have them just seal over that back door, or will we still need it?
Well, the back part, I mean, if you're in front of the old building, you can see, if you look on the south side of it, you can see that ground's kind of raised right there. That side is where our clear well is. So we're still going to be using the pumps and everything that are in that building. And our pumps are right behind the back door
Okay.
part of it. So we'll
That's
be
fine.
going in and out that door.
That's
But
fine.
it can be repaired, but it's not his main issue. He's one that front one fixed.
Is the back door very bad?
It's the strike plate on it, like where the latch goes in and out, that whole inside of it is wood, and it's all just kind of like eroded. There's like hardly anything in there.
So I'm wondering if it would be cheaper to have them do both
Mhm.
while they're there and be done with it,
Yeah.
and then have them come back and do that one later.
Yeah. Because he gave us a quote for both doors, but I don't remember what was on it. But Jack said he was only worried about the front one. Because I didn't know about that. He was only talking about that until just now, so I don't have the quote with me.
Is that new doors or just fixing the doors that are there?
New door, I believe.
New doors?
Yeah. Yeah, because there's still doors. With that being the water plant, the Homeland Security, I think they want it pretty
What
well
about the
sealed up.
block work? Are you gonna do that too?
That I don't know how he's going to actually fix it. It's just there's one big chunk down at the bottom of it. As soon as you enter the door, where there's a whole piece of concrete that just came out.
We can put it on for 2,500, and then if Jack, if you want to mention it to him,
Mhm.
see how much the other one was, if it would be cheaper to add it, we can always change the number before the agenda is published.
Okay. Well, I can go get. After you get done with the water part, I can run out there real quick and grab it.
And just let Jana know tomorrow, whichever. Yeah, I can't imagine, it won't probably be more than 5,000, I wouldn't think.
No, it wasn't more than that.
So, yeah, that's fine. Or we can just put it up to 5,000 and be
I'd
done.
go that route because the doors at the firehouse is over that. They're pretty cheap doing that way. I just go 5,000
I'm fine with
right
that.
now.
Okay.
Be done with it.
When we got the firehouse walk-in doors, they were, so.
Yep, that's fine. We'll just do that.
Anything else, Dana?
Nope.
Tanya, you have anything? Okay. Streets.
Two of the crossings of the three have been repaired so far. I've got the quotes for the generator. Just got one about an hour ago. There's one from, yes, there's one here from Atchison Electric, which is who's done all of them in the past or whatever. I've only got a couple copies here. Pass around or whatever.
Sit down and down all of it.
And they have the Generac one or whatever, and then GES is the other one. They're out of Arthur, and they have a Kohler. There's also a mention that they have another brand on there too. They're pretty, as far as what it is, it's a 26 kW generator. They both, what we got out there is kilowatt is, in the wintertime, we've got trucks plugged in, stuff like that. So if there's a power outage, and it's cold, to get the truck started might not work. The diesel trucks, backhoe, anything like that. In the shed, we got in the shop stuff that would freeze up. if it's power out during, even in the spring, we gotta have power to get the doors open. What we've done in the past is climb up the ladder, step ladder, and unplug the opener, get the generator, and close it, and open the door, so. You can take a look at both of those.
Are they the same type of generators or different types?
The GDS is a Kohler,
That's a Kohler right there.
and the other guy is a Generac.
One's
Atchison. Atchison has put, I think we got Generacs at the police station, the water plant. I think that's it. So if we keep them all the same, it's different money between the two. I don't know enough about Kohler, Generac to recommend one or the other.
looks like there's about a 2,000 kilowatt difference. Maybe is that probably what the price
that's
difference is.
something, yeah.
Not the only difference, probably.
Yeah, and I know the Generac one's a new model, just came out, is what that guy was saying. Like I said, I don't know enough about them.
You don't have a preference then, Darren? You're
Not really.
Okay.
The only is if it's, I guess what I'm saying, Atchison, if he services the other ones, if he services this one or however, it doesn't really matter to me.
Okay.
This is hook up gas and everything, D, or we gotta get the gas line ran too?
The one with GDS is hook gas and everything. Atchison, he's not for sure about hooking the gas up, so we would have to have a plumber or whoever hook that up, but it's only it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Everything's right there in the front corner of that street shed, so it's 4 foot of pipe or whatever. You just gotta have somebody get into the meter, shut it off.
This one, the other version of it is
Yeah.
11,000. I don't know. I've never heard of code. I mean, Generac is pretty much the industry standard.
Yeah, Kohler, they're an older company, used to make motors for lawnmower stuff. like
Is that what they were?
Kohler stuff, yeah.
So is that what water faucets and stuff are?
Yes.
Yes.
Company.
I believe it's same name. I'm assuming it's the same company.
It's the same company. They're out of Michigan.
So yeah, take a look at that, see what you guys think on that or whatever.
So
Let's see, talk about drainage.
the one out of Arthur is a smaller one. It's a couple $1,000s cheaper, but they'll hook the gas up and basically they'll do everything but
Yeah,
they'll just come in, it'll be switch ready.
it's supposed to be switch ready. The other one, Atchison, is just with the gas. The other guy must have a plumber on the staff or something. Atchison doesn't have a plumber.
There's really no difference because it'll probably cost $2,000 to have somebody to hook the gas up to the one that's cheaper, right?
Well, the cheaper one, they hook it up.
Oh, well, then that's no brainer.
Okay, the Atchison guy said, I don't do it, but bring it around there, $200-300 maybe. Take the guy, no time to do it, so.
Same rough warranty probably.
But that kind of fits into, I wasn't involved in some of the storm program stuff, but the street shed used to be on the map for, a safe site, when we got together, if it went through Moequa, the city shed was a site that you could come to, and equipment was rounded up in this area, like, used to be the rest area or by the burn pit on the other side for debris and stuff like that, but that's where equipment could be. And that was a spot where, like, if a fuel truck comes in and delivers fuel because the power's out, they can pump off the truck. But that site there was on that map. I don't know if it still is or not. So.
I mean, if you don't really care, it sounds like the GDS would be a better cost point.
Yeah.
If it's gonna do what you need to do, I don't know, I mean,
I agree. Plus they'll handle the gas and everything because the other one's higher, plus we'll still have
Right.
to have that done.
Yeah, but what if, We have 3 generators. If one of them goes out eventually, we have to replace a new one. Could we keep the old one, take parts off of it, bet on one of the others?
I think they just replaced the whole
Goes
generator.
up, goes out, and
Yeah,
Yeah, I kinda think they're,
I don't know.
I don't know that
not
you can
really
part
replaceable.
But I just
Yeah.
asking.
there's a, we get ours tested for Ameren over there at Showville. They got a guy testing.
Do that.
I think, don't you get like a rebate too on Generacs on your power bill? There's some type of program through Ameren where they'll give you a rebate on.
I don't think they would do it probably for the city, probably for residential maybe. I don't know.
Something maybe you check into.
You have the one. Actually. Darren, is this gonna go on this year or next year's budget?
It'll have to probably
Next year budget?
Depends on, well, if it gets approved at April meeting, you could get it in, but you would have to pay it before, you know, the timing of your check.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We would just go to capital expenditures or whatever.
Is there enough in his?
So either way, the timeline's there. You could go either side of it.
How fast would we have them? They probably have those in stock.
See, they-
Yeah, yeah.
Enough in capital?
So the timeline's, you know, and he may be booked up a couple weeks if they ever get it past the first April, may not be here, so. Either budget's fine with it. As far as that goes, next, I think you guys talked about it, council meetings, the garage door out there, they got hit. Then we had the quotes from Marina Garage out in the week there. Where'd you guys end up on that?
We didn't.
Okay.
We just tabled it to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I would say is, replace the complete door. The fact being that it's half the price to replace 2 panels. And really the reason it got hit is because it doesn't open all the way up. You gotta take we got a piece of conduit out, you gotta push it because it's all rusted, all the rollers. So you're gonna spend, what is it? $1,850 to replace 2 panels when you can spend $3,500 and replace the whole door and then it'll open and close in. And it wouldn't be as apt to not get it open all the way because it gets all bound up there.
The tracks on it are rusted up pretty bad
You know,
from the solid.
probably been there since the building been up.
yeah,
And they'll replace all that as part of that.
yeah, it's brand new all the
35
way in. Yeah.
track and everything.
And I guess it's up to you guys if you want to turn it into insurance or not. But the other is as far as you get to insurance is the other. I showed Bill out there once. We had a citizen that was pulling into the dumpster here a while back and caught the gate and bent the gate at the bottom. Can't get it bent back. Something's got to happen there too. I don't know if you turn that into insurance or you just have the fence company come and fix it. And you pay out of pocket, or what do you want to do there? And then one more.
With their car.
Trailer.
Yeah, there's a trailer turning in there.
Car insurance cover it?
Well, yeah,
Let's put it
I
this,
had the mayor out there. So,
insurance will cover all this, but we'll pay for it
And premium.
eventually.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how much they take, you know, on some of this, you know.
I mean, a lot of these are not nickel dime stuff, they're $1,000, but in the insurance realm,
Yeah, it's just a mark is what it is. They don't care about the dollar amount, it's just
yeah.
a claim, is what they call it. The other is the pickup I drive. It happened at the storm a year ago. A branch blew out of a tree and hit the right front fender. And dented it in 2 spots, and we never did get that fixed either. I don't know, you know, at a certain point, you gotta maybe, maybe at home you wouldn't fix it, but maybe because it's a business, you do fix it, keep everything, you know, the door opening knives and the gates, stuff like that, so.
So with that gate, Darren, is it not able to close right now, or is
It'll
it?
close, it's just opening. It's,
You gotta take all your weight to get it to move.
yeah, it's bent, so when it tries to go through the rollers, it wedges itself.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll open up, probably opens up about a little over half, maybe, if that.
Okay.
So, yeah, they call it, is a small trailer pulling in there.
I would say the garage, just my opinion, I would just replace the whole door if it's gonna end up being that. You're saving $1,800 now, but you're gonna spend $3,500 later.
Yeah.
And those panels are just gonna go in the trash, with the roller. That roller can break next month.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it didn't open all the way up anyway, that's the reason it got hit. If it would open all the way up easy, it would have been open all the way.
yeah,
So, and the other one's the same way, but we'll deal with it till we get where we're at, so.
I would say do the full door. And
I agree.
I don't think we should turn into insurance. I don't think that small stuff like this is worth. Because when we need it, we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
And I hate to burn bridges for small little amounts.
Yeah, and that door goes to the salt, so when we need it, we're gonna need it. Also. So yeah, so you guys, you on the council were full on that. And then on the gate, I got no idea what it's gonna cost, just have the fence company come fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, is General Fence, I think, is there a fence company around, does anybody know? I haven't dealt with chain link fence, anybody dealt with any of them?
I haven't.
Alright, I'll take a look and see
Yeah.
who there is. See if there's some recommendations out there.
A1 fencing or something?
A1's who put ours in, but that's been 25 years ago.
A1's got ours in.
A1 fencing?
And stuff that should've been
But I don't know
done
if they're
for a
still
while.
in business, that's big. Ours has been up for a while too.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
So you got that. On,
Should turn the fence into the car lane.
Yeah.
That's what we should have turned it into whoever was
Yeah.
driving the trailer that hit it. Should have turned it into their car insurance.
so MFP, Luke up at Chastain's got it done, this is a copy of the first page is the resolution, I'm gonna pass around. Then it breaks down into the second page is what the engineering fees are, percentages. Third page is what it all goes down through. Basically, it's the same, there's signs, patch mix, the culverts, he's got that classified as that. That would be the drainage on 51. We're gonna put a couple catch basins down across from Dollar General where that water sits on the highway.
Oh, old 51.
Old 51.
Okay.
Yeah, old
Next to
51.
John Hole, Crossman John Hole.
Yeah, just north of John Hole.
I know exactly where you mean.
So yeah, Jack said there's an old sewer main down there, so I think we put catch basins and catch it right there and send it in there. I don't know if it'll take 2 or 3, we're still trying to see how that goes. So that's that, and then there's salt. The millings of intersections, that's basically, we may smooth up some of these roads yet. From where the project went through there, some of them have settled still, even where they put the patch in. So we may shave off some of the high spots to get it like that, smooth it back out. And then the oil and rock program's on there too, for $23,000. And the very last page shows kind of the preliminary roads we're gonna do. Try to put back together. It's Cold Grove, and then, it's First Street from all the way down in the dead end cul-de-sac down there, all the way back to, basically,
51? Or to the railroad track?
Just railroad tracks. Basically, it's that first block there, which would be Walnut Street. It turns into concrete right there. So we come back this far, right at the Christian church, basically.
Are that cutout spot where that water main broke, right there in front of Hyler's, like in between Hyler's and Nichols' old house? Is that,
On the blacktop?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's county or is that?
Well,
one of
that's
those
ours.
gray?
That's ours. It has settled. I call it. I'm going to address it when we get some
Okay.
of the summer patch. I don't know. May have to dig some of it out and redo it
Yeah, that's what I kind of wondered.
because it's so thin. To fix some of it, it won't stick. So we'll have to do that unless I get Cliff to come over. He's got that patch machine that shoots the oil in and rock out, and that will look really good. But
I've noticed that since they've redirected some of the traffic, a lot more trucks are hitting that. And
oh yeah,
since they've started doing that, you can,
Yeah.
I can tell the difference just in a matter of months.
Mhm.
You can
Yeah.
see where it's wearing it.
yep. I got that one corner where there's a
Yeah.
pothole starting on it. The backside all of a sudden broke loose too, but I'll be back then to get it too.
Yeah. Because I think that's where that water main broke.
Sewer's what it
Was
was.
it sewer?
Yep, it was a sewer to that house, and it was, we had to have, actually, I think it was Bert that came down, they had to bring their excavator and their boxes, which it was about 15, 18 foot in the ground.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the MFT program, so that'd be the MFT budget on that.
Yeah.
And if talking budget, basically, street budget, it's all the same. I would just add, $5,000 to the payroll line. Just insurance went up. When you
Yeah.
got more insurance, just add it to that, and the rest of the numbers are all good down through there.
Does that payroll include the 3% raise for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured you did, but I just
Yeah,
want to make sure.
and this year would be a little more, we carried Summer Hill over the winter, so there's part of that in there.
And is he going to stay with us?
I think so.
Is he,
He's headed off to school in the fall.
okay.
Yeah, he's going off, he's going to a local community college now, but I think he's headed off to state school later on.
He does a good job.
Yeah. He's a,
He's
does
always see him on the road picking up sticks.
Yeah, he does a really good job.
Yeah, there's I know it's township, but there's a email that blew off in that tornado over there by Vivian Wendell's house. Every time the farm
Darren,
stuff go by,
will you
they're
get
hitting it.
the
So they pull it out
budget
the
for
road,
me as
and
well?
I walk up there and pull it back. It's good stuff.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, just copy it.
I actually
As you
just
go past
passed it
my
along, I'll
house,
get it.
right in between my house and
I can
my
print your-
it blew
You don't
from
have
that
to.
house
I'll just,
on the
I
other side of the street.
I'll just take
It
this.
blew out of their trees
Thanks.
into the road.
Bunch of it.
didn't even pay attention when they pushed it.
Big
It's the
branch,
same one.
but it's right on the edge, and every time they implement, things go by, they catch it. Because it's close enough that they're hitting it with the stuff.
Just not seen it.
Darren, what else you got?
You know what, I think, at the end of it, that's it, I think, yeah. You guys got anything?
Hey, go ahead.
I just, at the last meeting, we didn't vote on, the lawnmower and the,
Oh,
other item that you pull behind.
Roller?
Yes, the roller.
where you got her?
Someone, they're two different, they were gonna be two different prices. That wasn't all in the 10,000, correct?
Correct, yeah, one of them's for a rotary mower that would go behind our yellow, mini construction tractor.
Right, cause you
It's,
said 10,000 for the one and then something
Yeah, those were
different.
just ballparks, cause it was in the hurry. If it would've got passed, it would've been nice, but, they had a used one that would've, it was a rotary cut mower and it was a 12-foot wide one. That had the right PTO hookup, gearbox and everything to go behind the yellow tractor we got. Our yellow tractor's, it's diesel, it's got a Yanmar motor, it's about 44 horse, something like that, and you could spin that 12-foot rotary mower pretty good. It kept it mowed down. We'll mow it more than before, to keep it looking nicer and green. And then the other mower, the price that go around there. Anyway,
What citation that being offered, Steve?
probably on the rotary mower, if you were around 8, that would cover if one comes in. The one that they had was $5,200, but it's gone. That would have been a nice one. And on the other would be another lawnmower. We would mow along the sides of the road with it over so far. And then, I don't know if you guys are talking about 7, maybe is being bought. So my plans are we would mow along that, and if lot 7 got bought, then we would mow lot, what is it, 5 and 9?
Mm-hmm.
We would mow the adjoining lots down with the lawnmower, so the house had nice side yards and stuff. That's the plan I got. So we'd have all the way down mowed nice, and then around, if they build that house, if it got bought or whatever, we would mow the lots beside it,
Okay.
but then we would rough mow everything else.
I remember you said, and I don't know if anybody else did, with the mower we have now,
We would probably get a used mower, is what we would use out there.
well, the reason why we didn't want to use the one we have now was because it was already had age on it already, is that?
No, it's a pretty good mower. That's gonna
Okay.
be pretty rough mowing.
Okay, I got you.
We don't, we could tear one up and then have to buy a new one, but
Gotcha.
this process here, we're gonna buy one that's pretty much depreciated down and put the hours on it and bounce it and maybe lose $1,500 in 2-3 years, whatever. Trade it around.
Okay.
We're gonna have to take the top end off of it. In other words,
Okay.
we'll get one.
But Herbie, you mentioned something too. Yeah.
Oh, well, we've had a couple
They were too small though.
6-footers.
Yeah, they're the pull behind type. There's a reason Winter doesn't use them. They're not very efficient. They don't mow that fast and they don't mow. They're a finish mower type thing too.
Why do we need a 12-footer?
Well, we can mow for 2 days and we can mow for 1 day.
Well, I was told with the 6-footer, it takes 4.5 hours to mow it.
We're gonna mow it more often than they do. It don't matter, I'll buy 6.
But if they build a house, wouldn't a 12-footer be too big to mow on one side when you have to mow around a lot of shit?
You'd use that other mower.
Yeah,
For
we're
like the
using a
finishing
lawnmower
part
around
of
both
it.
sides of the house. 12-footer's just more efficient, so we get stuff done. But it doesn't matter, I'd buy a 6-foot, it don't matter to me, we can take more time. Whole house uses a 6-foot, but it might be all he had. I don't know.
I guess we can see what the price point is between a 6 and a 12. And
Have we tried to bid it out? Anybody talk to anybody? Or-
I have, but he hasn't returned the,
Yeah, if you bid it up, that's fine too. Believe me, yeah.
I just kinda wanna get an idea, like, it's gonna cost $1,000 every month or $2,000 every month. It's we might as well do it ourselves and,
Yeah, some of the last couple people, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably about 1,400 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that, to keep it mowed.
10 to 12 acres, that's a lot of grass cutting.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I think it comes out 11 acres or something.
That was before the gas prices. That's probably asking before the gas prices.
That's definitely something to think about too.
But, yeah.
I mean, is the plan to mow more if we get that 12-footer, more property, like football field and the ponds, or we're just gonna use it out there?
It's just for out there. We don't have, the ponds at that angle. Man, we're not mowing that. You've been out there, you can't even walk on it. People don't
Like
know
the
that
football field or something, I mean, could we use it for that, or?
it's not a finish mower. A 12-foot mower is a rotary cut mower.
Yeah, they
It's
just
for
practice
pasture
football
time.
on it.
It's for pasture look is what it is.
That's all right. I don't know, I just
The
asked a
football
question.
field's used for JFL, they keep it mowed down, right? You want it to be where you practice on it, or you want it to grow up, it don't matter. Like I said, you bid it out, we don't have to buy nothing, it don't matter.
No, I'm just asking questions, I mean,
Yeah. No, we've never had one before, so we didn't need one, but, if we're gonna mow it, then that's what we need to get. And if you wanna get a 6-foot one, that's fine too, it doesn't matter. We'll just spend more time mowing. If John Holthouse used a 6-foot mower and it took 4.5 hours. Man, the machine's probably 110 an hour. So it's $400 bucks a mow, something like that. You look at that pricing.
But it definitely needs to be mowed more often than what we did last year.
Last year, let it grow up and you mow it and kill it.
Right.
Yeah.
But if,
He got away last year.
well, but if we have someone start building out there, we can't
No.
let it look bad.
No. That hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't sold yet.
Nope, nobody's not said anything.
Is that land, is there a way to till it down to where it would be flatter and easier to mow?
Well, yeah. As far as tilling it, I don't know, it got seeded or whatever, but I was gonna use the township roller and roll the whole thing while it's soft out and try to smooth it out as much as possible. I mean, it wasn't, really when it got finished out there, it got finished by, it should have been somebody that has a GPS unit on their dozer, which would have leveled it all out, and it would have been graded, the drainage would have been different and everything else, but it's the way it is. So we'll just roll it, try to get the roughness out of a lot of it.
Yeah.
That's just for the mowing purpose, really.
That's
That's
what
what I can seed it if you can roll it.
It's been seeded.
Yeah, or if it sprouts, maybe you don't wanna roll it, cause it'll bend it over and break it, maybe kill it. I don't know enough about growing grass, but we can do it later on, but if the ground may harden up, we get as much as we can roll down. But yeah, we'd smooth it up and try to get it all. It's places that are real rough, we can maybe run the land plane across it and try to shave some of it down and level it out that way too. If there's some divots, if you want to call it, out there. But yeah, I mean, we're not interested in mowing. If you want to get it out, that's fine. We're just looking at the equipment we got, how to do it efficient enough so that it doesn't take up all of our time to do it. Add it to our schedule and then we've got others.
And you reached out to someone, Bill, and just waiting for them to get back with you on pricing it out?
It's about 6 goats. 3 on each side of the street.
Marlon Bell.
Put them on the string. I've wondered that too. Would that be something that they, if we let them just have it, that a farmer would come and, I mean, it would look grown up, until they did, but I don't know. Goats are cheaper.
They're hard to catch too, by the way.
I say you
So-
can't, that's just required city
Put them on the
limits.
collar, put them on the string.
Yeah, they got the speed to them.
How high's it gotta get to bale hay? We gotta have it 2 foot high?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Either.
That I have no clue.
So, anyway, yeah, I don't know.
Kirby, did you have something?
No.
Anybody else for streets? Okay. Kevin, you're up.
So I have one more account of the seemingly never-ending accounts to switch over from Seth's name into mine. And that's pertaining to the Firearms Services Bureau with ISP. Other than that, everything else is switched over. The Elias conference that you guys approved for me to go to at the board meeting, I got registered for, and that's next Monday, Tuesday. I've contacted Radar Man with the new squad, having it come in. The radar hasn't been gone through and certified in it yet, and they usually come annually and certify all the radars, the handhelds, and the patrols. I'm waiting to hear back from them on the time that they're going to be in the area to do it. The day after we got the silver car, the company that Seth had contracted out to do the decals came down and took some measurements, took some pictures, and they were supposed to contact me whenever they get, I believe, the decals cut, I think was what takes time. So I'm expecting here in the next week or so that they'll probably get a hold of me and set up a time to take it to Decatur and drop it off to get done. Angel, after the meeting, I would like to talk with you to see, I have no idea what is in our budget or any of that stuff,
Yeah.
so just to get caught up on that. Other than that, we've sold 20 golf cart stickers so far this year. I finally got registered for the Taser 10s that have been sitting in the safe since they've been here. A lot of time today has been taking those out and getting them set up because they have to have a computer hooked up to them, because the batteries, believe it or not, receive a signal from Axon that when you pull them from a holster or they're deployed or they're tested or any warning things done on them, it registers all of that and they keep that information. So trying to get all that set up today. Class for that is actually Friday, so I'll be going to that to get certified on the tasers that I believe the department's had for like 2 years.
I feel like, are we sending some of those back or something? Remember,
Seth had contacted them about possibly changing something in the contract, and then he gave them my contact information saying that I would be taking over as he stepped out. I haven't heard anything from them. Honestly, I'm not very impressed with their customer service. I've reached out to them 2 or 3 times about becoming the admin for the body cameras just so I can get everything changed around on that. And I think it was the 4th time I finally got a hold of somebody and was able to get everything taken care of. So I know he said that they're looking to renegotiate. It was either like a 5 or 6 year contract. And I think that stuff is typically ridiculously expensive. I want to say he was saying it was upwards of like $30,000 for the contract for that year. And what they do is it just maintains the storage for all the body cam footage, and they maintain the website and all that stuff for it. I've looked at a more cost-effective company called GTAC. Like I said, I haven't heard anything from Axon. GTAC, I know, is considerably cheaper, and in my opinion, the equipment's just as good, if not better. I haven't really delved too deep into that yet because I've had other things that are a bigger priority, but I do have GTAC wrote down and reach out to them and see cost-wise. I want to say it was less than half of what Axon was going to charge for it. So as soon as I get some information, I'll try to have it dug up before the next meeting. It was brought to my attention, and I don't think it's a bad idea. Somebody, when they were purchasing a golf cart sticker, had inquired about possibly putting a crosswalk in. I don't know if it's ours or if it's county, but Old 51, like where First National Bank is, going down Illinois Street there, kind of by Ricky's house, putting a crosswalk in there for the school kids getting off, and then the people that walk from GSI down to Casey's all the time. I told him I would mention it at the meeting and see what you guys thought about it. He just wanted to, I think, throw some lines down on the ground and maybe put up a couple crosswalk signs or something there. That would, I'm sure, help slow traffic down through Business 51.
Would that have to be in an ordinance?
We'd have to do an ordinance, and we could put the crosswalk across there, but we'd have to put a sidewalk in. We'd have to go sidewalk to sidewalk. You can't crosswalk to the roads. We'd have to put a sidewalk in.
Right at the bank.
On the south side of the bank, and then where you're gonna end at, where you go to then, just into the Casey's. Or where do you go from there?
He's talking about going across Old 51. It's
Right,
like,
Old 51.
Right.
We'd have
But
to run it
those
at a
roads
slight angle.
are offset.
Right.
they're not.
You'd have
yeah.
to then go up the sidewalk, but then it stops. And you stop. They have to go to Casey's, or where do you go?
Yeah,
Uh,
that way.
Tell them to watch it, right?
Take a look around and see if you guys have an idea.
Yeah, I told him if he had any suggestions that he was free to come up here and talk, and he thought, well, it'd probably come better from you. I said, I can say something. I said, that's kind of on up to
We'll take
them.
a closer look and see.
Yeah, it won't be cheap and it won't be easy.
Yeah, I'm sure not.
Guarantee that.
I got an invoice from LETAC the other day, which is the people that run the training units in Central Illinois that handles all of our training, our mandated training, and our extra certifications and stuff. They had billed us for 5 accounts at $85 a piece. So I resubmitted with the current roster update because I don't know where they got 5 from. So I'm waiting for a new invoice from that, but that'll save us some money.
We had that with part-time in the past.
Yeah, I'm assuming what it was probably me, Seth, the part-time guy, Doug, and then they may have had Wade still on there when they checked it last or something. But like I said, I resubmitted it, so it should save us quite a bit. Here is an estimate for the roof?
I think we all got it.
You got it.
Yeah, we got two.
I put all that effort in. So, yeah, it's for a half or a full, from what I believe. I think Herbie called around the other day and talked to someone who knew who originally put the roof on, and I guess it was somewhere around 20 years old. I don't know. It seems like on that west side it's pulling some of the shingles off with the storms. I'm sure if it is that old, that's probably just what it is, but like Gary was talking about, I don't know if you guys want to turn it into insurance or just pay for it out of pocket. It looked like it was going to be about $3,700 to do half, and then I think it was $6 or $7 to do the whole thing plus the strip across the front.
I was looking at them. The one that says $3,945 and change. It doesn't have no retro pipe boot on this.
That's just one side.
Oh, because that's not the side that would have it. Okay, and this one's for the full one. And then the other thing I noticed was this one says 50-year.
The warranty on the shingles.
Yeah, and then the other one is 30.
Which the roof won't last either that long on either one, so it doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant because your shingles will be wore out before that comes up. It's just in case. The shingles were made poorly, I guess.
Like a manufacturer's defect.
Yeah, look fancy, but it really don't mean much.
So I guess what we have to really truly consider is, do we want to fix one side of the roof and the other side of the roof is 20 years old? And at some point you're going to end up doing both. You're going to have to do the other half, and then you're going to have mismatched roofs, mismatched ages, or just do the whole thing.
Right. Depending on how far apart they are, you might even have just different colored shingles and all of that stuff.
I would say.
When I worked at Wimpens, a lot of that, whenever they were talking about the warranty or whatever on the shingles, if you only did one section of the roof, that it brought down the integrity of the roof because they were different ages on the shingles. And a lot of the manufacturers wouldn't cover it if the whole thing wasn't done.
Once again, this is one of those price different. You're
Right.
saving a little bit of money, but you're really losing money in the long run.
Right, you turn it over to insurance, your premiums are going to go up and you'll pay more for it in the long run.
And we'll have to look and see. I don't know if the police station is in the TIF district, but we can pay this with TIF money if we want. If it comes down to whether we have a budget or not to do it. If that building is in the TIF district, I can't tell. I don't know if it's either literally the first building out or the last building in. I don't know which. But I mean, if it comes down to where we don't have the money to do the full roof, which we should, it shouldn't be an issue. But that's what I would say, replace the whole thing and take care of it ourselves. Because once again,
Just general upkeep, it should be replaced anyways.
and I'm not real sure the insurance company's going to replace they're going to want to just replace sections. And
I like Bill's idea of getting a quote on 10 too. Get a 40-year on a 10, so
On a tin roof?
yeah.
Yeah, be
It's
interesting.
gonna last a lot longer than shingles.
Yeah, you have a lot less issues with maintenance and blowing shingles off and stuff. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yep. So we can probably scratch estimate 4883. That's just the partial. So, yeah, if you want to get one with the 10 as well, we can compare it.
Sure.
That's fine.
I only had two other things. One is, what were you guys' thoughts or feelings on hiring? Are you looking for part-time guys, a couple part-time guys, or one full-time guy? Or I didn't know if you guys had a preference, or
Part-time would be cheaper.
that's kind of what I thought. And I could probably get maybe some guys with a little more experience to come down and do that. I know the Finley chief had come to me about possibly coming down and working, but he only wants to do a night, like a week. But if I could find another guy that was willing to do part-time and pick up 3 or 4 nights a week, I just wasn't sure what exactly, you guys were looking for coverage and, if you had a preference of full-time, part-time, like I kinda talked to Bill and like Angel said, part-time would be a lot cheaper, you could pay them less and you won't have to have a stipend and it'd be less on vehicle maintenance and gas and stuff, cause part-timers wouldn't be taking vehicles home.
I think you're also gonna have an much easier time retaining part-timers and replacing them as needed than you are one full-timer that we know is gonna get cherry-picked within 2
Right,
years,
for sure.
probably, if that long.
Right,
I would go part-time.
couple part-time guys.
But we need to up the pay for part-time. I think we still have it low. We didn't change it. We were going to.
You can change
Yeah.
it whenever you hire somebody. It's not like it's set in stone until you hire somebody.
Right, and if you guys, whatever you decide, just let me know, that way if I start talking around to people, I can let them know
I
what,
thought it was in the handbook.
what they'd be looking into.
Handbook or ordinance or something.
Mhm.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure.
I think it just says something about being paid a salary equivalent to something, but it doesn't actually have a dollar
Dollar
amount.
amount.
At least in the one that I've looked at.
I just remember we discussed it. It
We discussed it, we never hired part-timers, so I don't think we ever changed it.
was when Officer White was here because he's mentioned that for us to get part-time, we had to.
I know Seth was trying to raise
He was just saying
Justin's,
it.
because I think Justin was only getting paid 15 an
Yeah.
hour or something like
Yeah,
that.
he was
That's all
just
it is
saying.
for all of them.
No, it's
I thought it was
not.
right.
No, it's not.
I
He was just
don't
saying
know,
that
I'm just,
because he was wanting Justin.
I'm just saying
For
you.
them to up it, he said for you to keep anybody, you're gonna have to up your pay, just meaning you have to pay them
Yeah,
more.
absolutely.
Not that it was in any kind of ordinance or anything like that, that this is what they get paid.
Okay.
What was the reasoning for the last time that we didn't? Because I remember we talked this exact same question, and we went with a full-time instead of a couple part-times. What was, do you remember what the,
Because Kevin was available. We decided it was,
Because it was you either hired me while I was already certified, or you were going to send somebody through academy and wait a year and a half, basically,
and there was no
To have an officer.
part-timers certified that,
they were interested.
yeah, it was kind of a tough market right then.
mhm.
You couldn't find a part-time.
Yeah.
But I know like Finley pays, I want to say around $20 an hour. Edinburgh, when I was part-time there, was making that, but I mean, that's still not, you guys can pay whatever you want. I just need a number to be able to give to people. But I think you
I
should
need
probably be
first.
around 23, 25 or
That's what I was
something to
gonna
get,
say. Between 23 and 25.
to be able to get somebody to stick around.
Do you, what did you start at hourly? Were you salary or?
I was salary straight off the road.
We talked about $25, I remember, an hour.
Well, because you gotta figure,
Because no stipend.
if we don't hire a full-time officer, we don't have the stipend pay or whatever, so you can take what their salary would have been, what the stipend added in would have been. If you have two part-timers divided out, and you're still gonna be well under what your budget would be. You know, you can figure out how many hours roughly a week you wanna give them and stay under budget of what a full-time second person would be. But that's fine. Yeah, if you wanna put some feelers out.
Okay.
Are you good with that, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
I honestly, I think it would probably be easier and honestly probably a little better to get maybe some,
Okay.
like the Finley chief. He's a vast knowledge. He's got a lot of knowledge. He come down and help me out with a bunch of stuff. He knows what he's doing. He's good with grants and stuff like that. So not only is he willing to do it, but it's a good resource to have around.
Okay.
Because me being new in the position, he would be able to help me out a lot with figuring out how to get grants for
All right.
cameras and equipment and stuff like that. So,
I think they're experienced and have, several years under their belts. I say $25 an hour at least for a part-time.
Yeah, because you may get some guys that are, a lot of people, when you say, maybe we'll hire some part-time guys that are retired,
Mhm.
people automatically think, oh, retired. The average police officer retirement age is like 50.
Mhm.
Like you're not talking.
Yeah, I got in the game really late.
Yeah, I mean, you're not talking 70-year-old part-timers. You're talking
No.
guys that,
Right.
legitimately are 50, 55.
Sure.
They've done their 30 years with the city of Decatur. They
Right.
just went out of that crap.
For sure.
They're tired of it.
Yeah.
Believe me, I experienced it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Um,
And And the only other thing I got is tomorrow is my 1 year with Assumption, so thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
So I have one thing, and I think
Pizza
Bill
party.
had another thing as well. So Janet, we need
That's-
to probably we didn't realize this when we promoted you at the last meeting,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if we had to make a motion to adjust your salary to what the chief's starting pay was.
Yeah.
I assumed it would automatically happen. And Bill and I both.
We have
did.
to do a vote.
So,
Yeah, Angela and I had talked
Yeah,
about
I
it.
Okay.
talked to Kevin about, and I told him that he would get his back pay
yeah, we'll
for
just
the
make
time
it
being.
retro.
Yeah, that'd probably have to be a vote too, won't it? Or no? The back pay.
We could say it in the
Okay.
motion.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you-
So as long as that's in there.
Do you remember what Seth's starting chief's?
Yeah, I got all of that.
Do
I don't remember off the top of my head, but we can find it.
Can we just, in the agenda, just say adjust the police chiefs, or do we have to actually put the number in since it's something gonna be voted on like an
70
expense?
The 70,000 in the minutes.
70,000 in a minute.
Okay.
There you go.
I just didn't wanna get in there and make the motion and have the attorney go,
Right.
yeah, you can't do that.
Because it has to have a number or something, and I understand.
Yeah, and I don't wanna send it off another month, cause that's another
Sure.
month. that you-
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And like I said, I thank you guys. I appreciate the opportunity here and the fact that you guys promoted me. A lot of people have been telling me congratulations and stuff, and I said, well, it's easy when there was nobody else to do it. But, you know, my mom told me, she's like, well, that's not necessarily true because they could have went and gone somewhere else. So they at least have some confidence in your ability to do the job. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I didn't realize it's been a year already. Golly.
Yeah.
Anything else for police?
Yeah, actually, Bill,
No? Okay.
do you wanna, about the resource officer?
Oh,
Might as well get it on there, so we all know.
she said that they're gonna have a board meeting.
Who's she? The school board?
Sasha, the superintendent.
Superintendent.
School superintendent.
Sorry. And they're gonna have it in April. And after April, after the meeting, she'll make a proposal, and then we'll address it. And then this is for school year 26, 27. So when he starts back, then we'll go 25, 75.
Nice.
That's
That'll help.
substantial.
Yeah.
Oh, they said something about wanting an alderman or the mayor to attend that meeting. Are you going to that?
Yes.
meeting?
Yes.
Very good. That's
Okay,
what she's
cool.
talking about that.
If Kevin's here, maybe I'll take Kevin with me, or
Or take Doug.
Okay.
Maybe the
Depends,
the
it's
best
lunch
person to
time.
take.
or Doug, yeah. And I've never met Doug. I had no idea. If he walked in,
I've worked
he's
with
never
Doug
came
for
here.
30 years.
I've never seen him.
Oh, you haven't either?
Really?
Like I say, he walked in,
You have. You dealt with him out there.
All right, moving on to parks. Dana, what do you got?
I don't have anything for parks. I've got the bathrooms cleaned up and opened up now
Okay.
for the year, so that's all I've got.
Okay.
Are we
There's
good
been a lot
on
of kids
the-
going down there.
Are we good on the light switch covers and all that?
I talked to Butcher that one day after he got back from vacation, and he was going to see if he had an old one that would fit on it. And he said if not, we'll have to order one. And I've not heard anything back from him. But I was also going to ask. I forgot about it. What we're wanting to do about summer rec this
yeah,
year.
we have talked a little about it. Of course, we still have Lane.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if Lane wants to go back to working on summer rec side.
I understand. So we need to either, if we're going to do, we need to find someone, but we were going to reach to Abby or Derek, and because last year,
They don't want to do it. ACP wants nothing to do with
oh,
it.
they don't.
No.
So it's all, it's left up to us.
Yeah.
That'd be all of it then. All of the cost, even the supplies and stuff.
Well, I think the city paid for the.
COVID paid for
the
the salaries,
Okay.
but ACPA was paying for like the supplies and stuff like that.
Okay.
ACPA paid for that.
What happened to the gal that came that had the application that had all the credentials? Do you remember?
She did last year.
She,
did last year, right?
the girl that got hired last year,
Yeah.
she's, I think, done with college and stuff and has a full-time job and everything
Okay,
now.
so she's not interested in it.
No.
So if you know somebody's interested,
Well, I think we have to put it out there. so
Yeah, we
if
have to
we're
put it
gonna
out there.
hire.
I was gonna say, should we post it? Post it, job. Is there even a
We
job?
need to go over the budgets and figure out the budgets before we just keep.
I don't really know. I don't know. But there's usually a number, the highest number of kids
Deeping down into.
that we need to have
CDs
two
and
people,
CDs
not
if
just
we
one.
want.
well, last year she said she started out like 20 and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden got 10 more.
Yeah, because there was a
And
lot of
no
kids
time to
that
talk.
didn't make it on the registration date and were on vacations and stuff, and then she had a bunch more showed up and she couldn't take them. So if we had, started out with two people being hired, I think that'd be the best bet.
That's what it used to be when it first started, like years ago.
Yeah.
It's always been two.
Well, but if we're gonna have to eat the total cost and then
We
hire
better-
two people.
We better watch our budget too.
Would they get paid out of the park fund or out of general fund? I don't know how that.
That's a silly thought.
Well, I wouldn't pay them out of the park fund because then you wouldn't have any money to keep up on at the park. I mean, now that COVID money's gone.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I saw them a week would cut their fireworks.
Did they?
So is Taylorville.
We've already approved those for this year.
Yeah. But I mean, for next, well, they cut them for this year and next year.
Yeah.
And there's always the option of making it strictly volunteer too,
That's what, well,
not a
that
paid
was.
position.
What, summer rec?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were fireworks.
There's
Yeah,
ladies,
fire
there's just a
doesn't
couple
fly.
hours a day. There's a lot of work that goes in, patience
Absolutely.
that goes into that.
I did
I
that
thought you were
job.
Volunteer for fireworks.
Absolutely.
No.
I agree, but I mean,
Yeah, you
if
probably
we're
wouldn't
cutting
want to
money,
do
we're
it
cutting
again,
money.
right?
I wouldn't have it this year. I wouldn't do it
Tim?
if we have to
What?
do all
And
of
you
the
probably
costs.
don't want to do it again, do you?
Well, I can't do it now.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, I just said it was an option. I didn't say that that's what we should do.
Well, the kids in town have always loved summer rec.
Uh,
I mean, it's been a pretty big deal.
I'm surprised there's no state or county money or grants that would offset some of that.
Has anybody checked?
They probably could get like food, the snacks, because they could probably,
the free
Well,
lunch.
there's a lot
lunch
of people
thing.
there's a lot of people that donate, a lot of parents. And I think GSI donated a lot of stuff, Cal Brothers donated, like, they send in all kinds of, like, snacks and stuff for them, so.
I've had a talk with a preacher in Mount Pleasant, and he wanted some ideals about the summer rec. And
Yeah.
So that'd be something I could tell him.
Dana, there was a preacher that had reached out to me and wanted to know if there was anything that the town needed, and maybe they would be willing. I think I've still got his number.
Okay.
I'll see if maybe they would be willing to donate some time to do something with him or something.
Okay.
I mean, how much does it really cost?
Well,
It's got to pay minimum wage.
yeah. So salaries is part of it. The supply, ACPA was, it
Said they're not
was,
interested, so unless it changes.
wasn't their part. It was like $1,500.
They were paying for it at first, salaries and everything. And I think that we paid for the supplies.
Yeah, I think.
Because we got the receipt and I paid Abby back on the supplies for them.
Yeah.
So then it changed that they would buy like the supplies, and when we had the COVID money,
That's what we were.
we used the COVID money for that. Well, we don't have COVID money anymore.
Nope.
It's gone. So,
Yeah.
Well, they recommend it needs to be changed, so they'll join back in.
Yeah, I'm curious.
what's that?
They said that unless it changes, they don't want any part of it. What needs to be changed, so they'll
Oh.
be part of it.
That's
I'm not
questions
sure.
for you.
I'm not sure I can ask.
Yeah, maybe ask Derek and Abby what, is it just they don't have the money or sources or?
What needs to be, yeah, maybe they've got an idea or something.
I'll reach out to Derek and everything.
I'm curious, maybe it's something simple, and we can also look at the county and state and see, I don't know necessarily, you ain't gonna have time to do a grant for it, but there might be some programs that, cause isn't that IML, don't they have a park? I remember in one of those books we got, Did they talk about that, the meeting thing up there in Chicago where they had the park assistance and they were giving municipalities money for park
I'm
programs?
sorry, wasn't the one I went to.
From my understanding, in the past, I hate saying that, in the past, we can't do that with park because
Is it because we don't have a
we're not
recognized
really,
park district?
yes. And it would be actually
That's right.
Christian County, it would be Taylorville that would get it.
Didn't we talk about doing a park district at one time?
They did, yeah, but they decided not to because if we did, then like Pana and Taylorville would develop money, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why they never did.
We joined that. Remember, we paid. It was like $1,000. We paid that 1 year. We joined that. Derek had us join that park district thing through IML or.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was kind of one of the things they were going to figure out how to get us money, do all this, and they're like, well, we can get you a lot of money, but it all goes to Taylorville. And we're like, why are we doing that?
That's how it was when I was on before.
Yeah, so we'll still do a little checking. I mean, before we don't have to necessarily cut it or decide today.
I'll reach out to Derek and Abby before the council meeting and see what they say.
There is that grant for kids to have lunch. So, I mean, maybe that's because it ends around lunchtime.
Yeah.
So maybe their snack needs to be focused on that, and that would pay for the food.
Is that through through Illinois Education or through the SNAP stuff?
I'm not sure. I just know that they have it. I can't think off the top of my head, but I do know that they offer it.
I think next year though, or this year, if we do it, then we probably really need to figure out who's going to run it and make sure they do things, because from my understanding last year, the girl that did it was free for all. She didn't do anything with it. It was just coming that it was free for all of them.
Yeah, we lost a lot of kids last year at the end of it.
Yeah. Because she wasn't doing anything with it.
Anything else for park?
No.
Very good. Subdivision?
Well, I was gonna say that we seeded it, but everybody knows that, so move on in that deal.
And lot 7 wasn't purchased?
Not yet. We still got a couple days left in March.
With the transition on the mowing and stuff, you want to see if John will mow it the first couple of times till that way the seed takes her out. We can watch it and.
Yeah, so they don't get away from us and.
Yeah, get away, till you guys get voted and figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I'll talk to John and we'll go from there and
So if you
get the,
don't
like,
so much money or whatever.
time wise, you know.
Yeah, and then we'll take it over or whatever, but yeah, he takes care of it on the first part or whatever.
Yeah, I'll talk to John.
Yeah.
Okay. Finance?
Oh, yeah. I have a couple of things. The wastewater project for the project number L17-4243. Payment's gonna be due May the 6th for $71,815.04. That's our yearly payment. So just kind of want to let you guys know, there's nothing to vote on for it because it was voted on when you did the loan. And then also the new one for the wastewater loan, for loan L174244, the first payment of $101,190.07 will be due May the 29th of 2026, and that will be our very first payment on that loan. So just kind of let you guys know that those two loans are going to be coming up. Water won't be done until after all the project's done. And I have a question regarding the attorney. I got the bill in, and I need to know, since I am the treasurer plus I am the payroll, what's the chief of police resignation and comp time issue? What was the issues with the comp time? Because I didn't know anything with issues.
Send that to the attorney.
What though? I mean, we have 3.5 hours
He
on
was
it, and I
asking.
was never aware of it. He should have came to me.
What's in the handbook, so.
We have a handbook. He should have had a copy. You could have gave him a copy of that. 3.5 hours with the attorney for this, and I was never involved in it Never.
He had it, he knew to contact you.
And you had to contact the attorney 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times over it without me getting involved?
It's just whatever, if the attorney sit back. I contacted him once.
This is the problem. This is a problem. And this is what I've been dealing with, and this is what I've been talking about here for a long time now. That's my position, and I should have been involved.
You should have, Seth should have talked to you.
You should have had him report to me when he came up to you. Well, obviously you did it because you contacted the attorney.
He wanted us sent to the attorney.
And was there a problem with his paycheck? Was there a problem with his comp time being paid? I want to know. No. So we spent 3.5 hours with the attorney for no reason, and it never came to my office. Never. I have a problem with this. This needs to be corrected. And this is what I've been talking about. That's my position. So I want to know what we're going to do about this and when this is going to stop. Bill, you're the mayor. You need to step up and start doing something. This is getting out of control and this is ridiculous.
And Bill knew it was going to the attorney, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Then why wasn't I ever aware of this?
Were you aware of this?
I heard it was done, but Seth said he's gonna leave. And I copied her paper and give it through in her box. She knew that part.
I did ask, first I asked Janet. Janet refused to give me a copy of his letter of resignation. And then she said that you told her not to give it to me, Kim. So what was that all about? I had to go to the mayor and I asked him one time and my God, within a few hours he had it to me.
See, if you ask and come to me.
I did.
And then things would happen. But when you start, everybody starts talking around everybody's back and it's chaos and all that, nobody wants to do anything. So we have to work together as a city Assumption, not fight each other, not make everybody mad. It is crazy. The chaos just keeps on going on. We all need to get along.
This is not the way to get along.
No, it's probably not. But I didn't know there were 6 times that it was
all highlighted right here. All of that. For a comp issue problem, and there wasn't even a problem? Really? Really
wasn't a problem.
Well, that's what our attorney said, so then maybe we need to get this corrected before we pay him.
Well, what's the procedure? Maybe we need to make it clear to all the employees what the procedure is, or to all the staff what the procedure is when someone resigns. You know, who is informed first, where the paperwork goes when it's put out. I mean, maybe we need to be clear.
Certain steps.
Yes.
You resign, and then it moves on down to the.
When it resigns, it should go to Bill first. I should get a copy of it for their employee file. And I should also know if anybody has any problems with pay or comp time or any questions when it comes to the end of the check. Not once did I know this. Not one time until I got this bill in.
It should have been.
And I gave Seth what he was owed. Apparently there was no problems because nobody came to me. This was all before the check even got wrote. All before the check was wrote. There was comp issues. I had no idea. No one asked me. Not one person. But we took it to our attorney for 3.25 hours of pay right there.
He charges us what, $250 an hour?
something
I
like
think
that.
it's like $250 an hour.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And it's gonna stop. So y'all need to figure out what's gonna happen with this. And I'm not gonna let it rest, because I'm done letting things rest when it comes to my position. So now to move on forward, let's go to the budgets. Does anybody have any questions or problems with the budget? I mean, changes since we've talked. Bill, you and I are probably gonna have to sit down and do something with this budget before April 1st, because we should be voting on it, unless we do an extension for me.
You have
I haven't seen, do we know roughly what we're gonna get from the county this year?
I haven't seen anything yet.
I was gonna say, because that's kind of the starting point to work with, to see what our tax and stuff revenue is gonna be, to know what we have, see what we budgeted last year, what we actually got, and then what projected is for this year, where you can really do much of anything. I mean, we know every budget salary line will go up 3%, so we know just to automatically add that. But the police budget salary is probably gonna be much higher than what it actually will end up being
No, it
used.
won't. What should it be higher? Oh, you mean for this year?
Yeah, well, I mean, coming up, since we're gonna, if we pay part-timers instead of the second full-time person,
Yeah, but then we're only gonna be paying 25% for the,
right, that's what I'm saying. The
So it
budget
should
amount
be-
will be way more than what the actual
Yeah.
will be. It'll be, but I don't want to start taking money out of that personnel line, because then if something happens that the part-time doesn't work out, it's easier to budget higher and pay less than it is to budget
Come up
less
with the
and
money later.
come way over.
Right.
yeah, because we're over budget this time, but it's because of Seth leaving and,
Yeah, it's just situational stuff.
yeah, so it's not, we would have been.
2 part-timers would be cheaper, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that,
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
have- that you'll have Doug's salary come down too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I wouldn't, so like you.
I would say leave it.
Well, yeah,
Or
I
at
was gonna
least
say,
get up
of all
3%.
the individual ones, yours we won't raise the 3%, because your raise to chief will be equivalent to what Seth's was.
Right.
And then the part-timers won't need a fraction of that, but, I mean, some of it is, legal fees always end up being so much more, but as we're getting closer to the end of the water things, and there's nothing going on with the housing stuff as far as that, there shouldn't be anything major coming up. The question is, and we'll have to ask him, what court stuff and what property things does he think, because we've got 3 or 4 different properties all in the process, and those eat a lot of hours.
Well, we better get a hold of another, and we're gonna get that one.
We,
Oh, 2 of them.
I mean, we probably are gonna have to make some kind of budget decision on fireworks if we're gonna try to get somebody to help offset that.
yeah, we're gonna have to do something with that.
I mean,
The
there's,
legal, we're gonna have to up, or we're gonna have to start doing something with that. We budgeted 5,000 or 50,000. Our legal is 75,000 as of now, and we still got. I don't know. Here's another $7,200 to add on, and
Didn't we cut it last year?
yeah,
Angel? It was
because we
80,
were
right?
not
And
supposed to
we
be
cut it
using
down
the
to
attorney
50.
every time we turned around,
Yeah.
and we still do.
And other people's calling and charging us.
Yeah.
That still
We
happens?
we don't have
Yeah.
other people for.
Joyce Thornburg's name's on here over what was changed for the Baxemeyer. That Joyce Thornburg had got hold of the attorney to change.
I have no idea.
There's several hours from Joyce Thornburg on here for Baxemeyer changes.
That was the agreement.
So that's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what, there was a couple.
Several.
I thought that still had to go in front of the board to
Virginia.
It was
To
just-
approve.
Yeah, I think there was dates and there was just something minor.
So we hadn't.
Well, there's several hours of minor stuff on here with the attorney where Joyce contacted him. I thought that was supposed to stop.
Within this year?
Yeah.
This calendar year?
Just, it would have been this month.
February.
Yeah, this month, okay.
Yeah, February,
That's when they, wasn't that when they had the last meeting?
I guess.
Yeah, one of
So what,
Yes,
should we have
that was-
taken, should we have closed that TIF for the Baxmeyer?
It's closed.
I know, but should we have closed it or should we have kept it open for that?
No, we had to close it. It was from the wrong part.
We're gonna have to,
The back
at some point,
just
we're gonna
tip.
have to pay this. So every time we keep throwing stuff into it, I mean, it's turning into a, never mind, I'm not gonna start on tonight. Never mind.
And it's coming back to bite
It
you.
already is.
Take
Talking
it
about
back.
lawnmower.
Count to 5 backwards. So now, as far as, I, other than a few line items, I don't see anything glaring budget-wise that's gonna jump huge. I mean, Darren, yours is pretty much
Yeah, same down to it, yeah, we don't.
ballpark same.
Yeah.
Because any major purchases, we have the, we have
Capital
the
gain
accounts.
tax, Yep.
Police is actually probably gonna be better off. Parks isn't, we don't have any major stuff there. Water is,
Oh, God.
water is where a lot of the money stuff goes, but they're separate accounts and they're not,
Yeah, they're an entity, they have their
Yeah.
own revenue source, so it doesn't affect sales tax and property tax.
yeah. So I mean, other than revenues, deciding what we wanna do with the attorney line and fireworks,
I think you talked about the attorney last time. He was to be, the
Not
attorney was to
used.
be instructed not to take any calls unless it was through the mayor, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what the talk was
Yeah.
at one time?
Yeah.
But apparently not.
That's just wild, somebody calling Bill against the city.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah,
it
that's-
sends us
that's
a
not
bill
fair.
doesn't mean we have to pay it.
No, we don't.
I'm gonna call you, you're gonna pay your.
Did you send Joyce the bill for that?
Well, there was money from the
I did.
account that closed that.
That was for the seed that we just paid for.
It's 2,400.
Yeah, that paid for this, okay.
Yeah,
That
we
was
had to,
2,400.
yeah, because that was the part of the landscaping that didn't get finished,
We put it in
Right.
a tip.
and we put it back into TIF.
because we ran into this with zoning. That's what started this, was because they kept calling the attorney all the time, and
Yes.
the attorney's like, yeah, I'll talk to you for
Yeah.
however long you want to
Yeah.
talk.
Well, and another
Turn
thing
it
too,
down.
I have a question regarding the attorney fees while we're on the subject. When we have Andrew over here for the meetings or contacting Jana or Bill or whoever, he goes back and has conferences with Stephen that also charges us.
Because Stephen was out sick.
Yeah, but so if he's at the
But
meeting of
We shouldn't have to
representing-
pay, if he's representing us and we're paying him, we shouldn't have to be paying Stephen too.
Stephen was out sick.
I mean, seriously, that's double dipping right there.
Surgery.
Okay, I get that, but we shouldn't have to pay Andrew to go tell Stephen what went on. That's their
It's kind of-
attorney law communication. We shouldn't have to pay twice, and we are.
I agree.
Should be time for a new attorney, in my opinion.
I agree,
I agree.
absolutely. We need to look for a new attorney. Amen.
From a citizen's point of view.
On the treasurer's point of view, the pricing, I think we need to search into a new attorney. Because we should not have to pay that. There's a lot of hours here of Andrew going back and telling Stephen what's going on.
There are things that we absolutely need him for. Not him directly, but a lawyer for.
We have to
Doesn't
have an
mean that we
attorney.
have to go
We
with
have to
him.
have an attorney.
You have to have an attorney, but we don't need to be fleeced by an attorney neither.
Legal items is about the most thing that you need. You know, buildings and,
A lot of stuff going on, yep.
Yeah, y'all need to
Yes.
start reading this
People, yeah.
attorney bill
I would
when
like
you
to read
guys,
I would like to read it.
You signed off on it.
I did?
You do every month.
Yeah, it's part of the
Billing.
No, this isn't. This
Oh,
is not
I
the
mean-
warrant sheets.
I
This is
signed off on
a,
the first one.
You
Was
signed
the
off-
other part on it?
you signed off on the one that I'm holding here in my hand for the $7,200 that had all of that stuff that I have highlighted.
Isn't that in the warrants? The hourly, what he hourly bills for?
It's in the
Yeah.
warrants.
Yes,
Yeah.
but she's saying that they sent the bill to the city, he signed off on it, and then she paid it.
I haven't paid this yet.
Right, but you
Right.
will, and then we'll send the
Bill
warrant.
will sign off on it before I pay it.
Right,
He approves it, and then I pay it, then you
Right.
guys see the warrant sheets and
and then we
approve
sit
it.
in there. Mhm.
Yeah.
My bad, and next time I'll look it over and then I won't sign it and,
You're not gonna out-legal the attorney.
yeah, that's correct.
So the attorney's not gonna bill for anything that he can't justify billing for?
So I'll get a bill through Andrew.
I'm
and-
just saying we shouldn't be paying for two,
2 lawyers.
for him to come over to our meetings and then him go back and tell him everything.
That-
Or
that's
for
understandable.
us contacting him while Stephen was out and then we're paying Andrew to tell Stephen what happened while he was out. I mean, you, come on.
That's his,
Yeah, we should not be paying that. Okay, does anybody have any more questions or concerns about the budgets while we're,
No concerns, but still need to talk about some things.
we can talk after.
are you wanting a meeting with just you and Bill, or do you want other people on it to look over it before?
Oh,
council?
I think, can we have 2 alter persons and then me and you without it being a legal?
2 aldermans and me would be a meeting.
Oh, it
We have
would be.
another alderman.
I didn't think you counted.
I didn't think so
towards the
either.
3 because you're
I thought it was
not-
only
You're
alter
a
persons.
tiebreaker vote, but you're not a voting
Yeah, that's true.
councilman.
Yeah,
But what I always read is that you have 2 aldermen. And I walk in, it's automatic in meeting.
oh, I thought it was 3 in you.
Because when they had the meeting here, the Baxmeyer,
Call their attorney.
yeah, Donnie
Speed
was
dial.
here and Travis, when that'd been a meeting, if I sat at a table, I would have to pay.
Really? So I always thought
He's on
Derek, because
speed dial.
Derek would sit with 2
Because,
aldermen, it was never an issue.
but that was just, okay, but that I think would be fine, what you're saying. What you're saying, that would also be, because that would be a committee, like, it was like a complete different committee, and then you show up at it, and then the alderman, then, yes.
Well, I could have
That's why
it done, Bill and I and whoever, if somebody else wants to sit in, we could have it done and I could put it in your box and you guys could look over it before the meeting. And if you have any questions or problems, then we could individually, you guys could send it to me and I can answer all the questions for you if we need to change anything and have it done before April 1st. I'm sure that's allowed to do that.
Are we placing it on the agenda to approve for April 1st?
Right, Bill? Do you want it on the
Yes,
agenda to approve
correct.
and then you and I and whoever,
Yeah.
somebody else wants
If
to,
somebody else wants to join in, that's fine.
yeah, we can have an alder person.
Done
Gary,
the last 3.
Now, are you doing that? or
Yeah,
are you
I'm
sending
like
it to
that.
the
Let
attorney
somebody
for
else
the
have a
ordinance?
crack at it. I've done the last 3.
We'll send the,
Donnie.
for the ordinance, I'll put it to the
Are
attorney.
you sending that then?
I mean, once it's done, I can give it to you.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me. It has to go to the attorney for the ordinance.
Because the
I'll be
agenda
after
goes out Friday.
5 or 5:30.
So it needs to be-
Probably Friday,
That'll need to go to him before Friday, so then.
Well,
you think, or we have Monday? I can,
Okay, so
Usually
who's
once a
gonna
day.
come to the, Gary, are you still in finance?
I am, but I've done the last 3. I would like somebody else to take a turn that somebody really does need to learn and do it besides just me.
I'm
Kim?
not gonna volunteer with all the
Donnie?
stuff I've got going on. I
Kim,
don't wanna sign up for
could
that.
you do that? Me and,
Maybe, yes, maybe. When are you gonna do it?
that's what we need to figure out. When do you wanna
April
meet?
1st is,
Cause
Still
if-
got a whole week of March yet.
8
Well,
days.
this is the end of March. This is the 24th.
8 days.
Well, yeah,
I don't care.
next
For
Monday or
sure you don't
Tuesday.
wanna do it?
The attorney will need at least a day to prepare.
I'm tired of doing
he has to prepare it for the ordinance.
Oh, that's right, because first of April.
So we'll have to have it
Okay,
done by,
when you get off work,
well, what's Bill, what's your
Depends.
schedule? When do you,
I don't have anything right now.
I don't either. We could even meet Saturday or Sunday. I don't care. If it works better. And then that way we can have it to him Monday and he should be able to have it done by Wednesday.
We could do something Saturday
Okay.
morning or afternoon, whenever.
It's fine.
Morning.
Is that right, Kim?
Saturday morning will work best for me.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's, the Catholic turn at the food pantry. Sometimes they want that.
Oh.
Well, just get with us. The three of us can
Yeah.
get together and figure that out. Does anybody else, Gary, do you have any other concerns on the budget?
No, this one
Don, you're
shouldn't be too bad.
I wouldn't think so. Shouldn't be much changes in it.
No, I think we're gonna, really and truly, it's returning fireworks and that's really about it. Everything else is pretty much steady. We may.
You brought up those two things last time. You mentioned it to her, and
Yeah, I'll tell you the other line that we're probably gonna have to look at and it'll affect streets and police and water is, fuel costs. Because of gas was not $4 a gallon last year when we did this.
Didn't we approve 11,000 for the fireworks already?
We did for this year.
Yeah, this
is already in the
we're talking
budget.
about next year.
I'm getting ready to pay that one
We're talking about
in this
27.
budget, but we're talking about the next.
So the July.
That might
coming
not
up's
be
paid
too bad
for.
because
Yes.
we're running one less squad if we hire part-timers, so you'll
Well,
have
they
one
won't
less.
be taking them home either.
Right, that's what I'm saying, you'll be running one less full-time and just be on patrol.
Yeah, be surprised.
I'm thinking
I'm
part-time
thinking
is
gas
probably a good
last year
idea.
about this time was two
something.
something. So fuel may, depending on how long this lasts, fuel may double line item wise. And most of our vehicles are diesel, as far as streets go, aren't they? Other than your trucks, but everything else is diesel.
Yeah.
Diesel's,
Yeah, you can just leave diesel where it is. Our line item, just leave it where it is. We'll see where we come in at. And I see it's running high. I'll save on another line item to
okay.
cover. So
So you think you're good on
yeah,
fuel wise?
Yeah, we'll
Because
be all
probably you go through more
Let's
fuel than
see.
any of it.
right. Yeah, we just put 250 in today on a dump truck and the backhoe.
More than that, because I did my truck and the Lane's truck too.
So we need gas too. So yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But the dump truck and the backhoe were completely empty. So they
Yeah.
got complete filled up. So they'll run quite a while on that. So
We budgeted 10,000 for police on gas, and you guys only used 7,400, which there is another bill, but it's only probably gonna be like 500.
And
Right.
that's with
And
three
then
cars.
Seth, yeah. with
Yeah, that
one-
was running
that
all
one's
three
Seth
all
and
the
Sunny,
time.
so
I just, like I
that
said,
should be plenty.
okay.
We'll just leave that as is.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't even meet that,
Well, like I said,
but we
it's,
can leave it just in case.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's better to account for it than have to make up for it down the road. Other than that, that's the only ones I know of. Everything else pretty standard. Salaries go up 3%. We set that with the
Yeah,
ordinance. So
it shouldn't take us long to do this.
I have faith in you guys.
All right, what else for finance? Anything?
I've been doing it for the last 5 years, so I think I'm doing it.
All right, health and safety. Anybody has anything for health and safety?
all I got is that, where that tornado blew the roof off, which I don't think that's the concern, it's the building to the east.
what roof did that come from?
Mo's Tavern, little place.
It came from the actual part that was the tavern.
Yes, on top. Yeah. And then the building to the east, it's about ready to go in. So whoever owns that, we might wanna.
Is that the one?
I
on
thought
the
that
corner?
lady was trying to buy it, wasn't she?
Colored brick.
Steve's,
Just
Yeah.
tell the
Steve,
brick. Well, no,
somebody.
Heather don't own it. She said somebody else owns it.
Oh, I thought she was
And
trying
the
to.
roof's already fallen in that one. The floor's already gone. The front door's wide open,
Mm-hmm.
so.
His name is Steve something. I'll call her and find out because she told me about it when I talked to her about getting
Yeah.
the roof cleaned up.
And they did a good job out there to clean that up.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to thank Darren for wrapping that up and taking it out of the alley. Did a good job. Appreciate it.
Waited one day just to see if insurance was gonna look at it, then I did it the next morning.
Very good job.
Thank you.
I seen
And
them
I
out
think
there.
Heather probably would thank you too.
Yeah, she was out there that morning and, we talked about what was gonna happen.
They was out there Saturday cleaning up, and I called Moore Brothers for them.
Yeah.
Cause they was picking it up by hand, piece by piece, and
Oh, Lord.
so Moore Brothers did go over there and help her. I don't know what came about it, but that building in between is bad. So,
So many of them.
I have one thing for streets.
Yeah.
The square hole where you're talking about putting a walk across or not putting a walk across, there's a square hole there and it just continues to get deeper and deeper. I looked at it just here the other day and it's getting pretty deep and the semis that go through there hammer that hole pretty hard.
That was that CTI?
yeah.
Yeah.
They did that and they were supposed to come back and fix them?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen.
I don't know what can be done with it. Throw it back in and whatever we can do with it.
Right by your house, you say?
Yep, right on the corner.
Yep, I'll tell you what, I'll get it.
Okay.
While we're talking about health and safety, I hadn't got a response yet, but I sent an email to the company that's installing our new siren system. Because when we were estimating it out, I mentioned to him that we hadn't had a tornado here in town in about 30 years.
I heard it the other day and I thought our new one was in.
Well, so I emailed him and said, hey, by the way, we had an F1 that went straight through town. So I should be hearing back. Janet, have we gotten anything? We got the one.
Did you bill to pay?
I paid it.
We got the one bill, and then he was
It
going
was
to
like
touch
30
base with you.
I got
Wanted
all my
like-
stuff to them.
$3,600 or something
Okay.
down payment, and I sent it.
So you haven't heard from them when they're starting?
Speaking of the siren, I'm gonna tell you, we can't hear it on our side of town because the wind's blowing that way. I had no idea what was going on that night,
No, I couldn't.
afternoon. I couldn't hear it over there. And you eliminated the one on that side, right?
They haven't done it yet.
No, well, the original quote was for one here and one on that side of town, right? And you eliminated-
No.
Oh, that was when Derek was here and that got
Yeah,
cut down.
if we were, the second one would have actually went on the grade school. That was, so they had actually proposed putting one basically right here about where that one is, and one either by the new water plant or on the grade school area out there, but it was over $100,000 and
Are we getting any more on our side of town?
so according to the map and according to them, this will reach 96% of the town area.
I've been the 4% that couldn't hear it, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, because the old one, I mean,
I mean, the wind's blowing that way, there's no way.
What'd you say it cost to move that old one over that way? 17,000 or something? Or half of?
30, no, it was 32,000.
32
for
to
them
move that one?
move that, the current one somewhere else in town and put it up.
Wow.
That's why we said, maybe we'll just hang on to that and talk to Greg and be like, so exactly what does it take to put that up?
Well, you need three-phase somewhere. I don't know.
According to him, the decibels on these are much increased, and the manufacture of it is supposed to account for wind. We'll see.
Remember when you're thinking about saving money, there's lives on that side of town.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's either the system that we're having put in or keep what we've got. Because there is no other option. If you go to 2, they were a lot more involved and you had to tie them into the county system and you potentially could lose control of them as well. And there was an enormous cost. And I don't know that you can factor out the rent.
Didn't they talk one time too about like an alert system? Like you can sign up on the city's website to get alerts like there's a boil order or something like that. Wasn't there something they discussed one time about for a tornado alert to go out? If you signed up for...
Yeah, the city can send an alert out like we do for boil orders
Yeah.
or anything else. I mean, we
Did
came through the website.
Did you guys get one on your phone?
Well, I did from my WAD app. But
Yeah.
No, I mean,
No,
we got like
it-
like a
Yeah, I got one.
emergency alert on my phone.
Yeah, it comes.
Like
through
it was
national weather.
crazy. It was
Yeah,
so loud.
No,
But you say you can't factor in the wind, but if your siren's upwind, you can hear it downwind. That's what I'm saying.
Well, and ironically, that WCIA had a whole story about the sirens and stuff, and he pointed out the sirens are not intended to warn people in their homes.
Yeah.
If they are intended to warn people outdoors. Like if you're outdoors, you're supposed to seek shelter. If you're in shelter, you should be getting it from your app, from the TV, your phone. The tornado siren is not intended to be heard by every house in town. Now, that's their position. I don't necessarily agree with that, but according to the weather system, that's not what they're for. And then I know you and I, we both shared the article thing because there was a drama on that.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see once we
I
get
guess
it.
what you get to is, you can listen to WAD, how accurate's that, but I think the accuracy of the fire department having spotters is a whole lot better.
Yeah.
For local. That's why I think the siren type thing is.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm related to is the fire department knows exactly what's going on because they're out there spotting and can see.
Well, and the one thing this system does do is it frees them up. They don't have to physically come down here and turn the siren on and leave wherever they're at watching either anymore. That's the, he says it'll cover it. My house won't be, but it says everybody else's will. So
we all go stand outside off our front porches anyway when it goes off. So
that's exactly what we were doing.
I got the alert right when it was here, when I got the alert. It was already here.
That was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, we done.
Anything else for health and safety?
Yeah. Are you wanting a sign at the park for this, or what's this about?
no, that is about this little camera that's right up here. This is the one that goes to that little monitor in Tanya's office. The power cord was broke. Both of the prongs were left in the plug-in, like they broke off in there. They're not snapped, they just somehow come out. The only time we need that camera is when Tanya's here. I mean, that's the only time we need it. And now, if she does leave and forgets to unplug it, so be it, it's no big deal. This camera was approved back when Kel was here. And there was no issues then with it being here, but now there is, apparently. I looked into replacing that one there. It's the exact same thing, and it's about 80 to 90 bucks. Or we could have Warren come in here and also put in an actual security system with just 2 cameras, and it would be between $2,000 and $2,500 to have that done. One of the issues I'm having with this right now is the fact that after I had come in here, I took this one. This is the old one. And you can see the prongs are in here. You can see how it was broke off. And for the force it took to break both of them off, somebody had to have probably kicked it. I moved the camera to get the model number off of it, and I told Tanya that I had turned it. And I said, if I find a power cord that works, because I've ordered 2 of them and I can't get the right size.
You told us that.
Right, I said that I had turned the camera to get the model numbers off of it. And a little bit later, it was brought up that the camera has been turned, so somebody must be watching again. Or spying again or something. That's not the case, and I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm gonna file defamation of character if I hear something about it again. I don't see no issue with us having a security camera up here. That actually being unplugged, even though it's considered a CCTV camera system because it doesn't record, is considered a felony. But all we need it plugged in for is when Tanya's here. So that she can see who it is that comes in the front door, because she's had people harass her on shut-off days and come in there. That's why there's a window on her door. It's for her safety only. It's the only reason it's up there. Not to spy, not to anything, it does not record. But now the power cord's broke and I can't find the right size replacement, so I'm either gonna have to order a new one, or if you guys want me to look into actually getting a security system. It's up to you guys.
What do you think, Tom?
I mean, I like having it. I've made that known to everybody that I do like having it. I mean, it has been an issue, so I've learned to live without it. And like when Janet's here, it's not a big deal because she's here. She sees who comes through the door, and having that doorbell does help. But I mean, because it has been an issue, I haven't.
Yeah, when we shut somebody off, I'm sure they're mad. They're aggravated, and their first place they come to is here.
You said that don't record?
No, it don't record.
Then
Well, if
think
you put a
public place needs to record something. If somebody
It
comes in
goes.
here,
You
got
can walk
proof.
in her office
You know
right
what I
now
mean?
and see that little monitor. It's not hooked to her computer.
If you have
It
a
doesn't
card
have
in it.
Wi-Fi access.
I don't see.
If you think somebody's hacking into our Wi-Fi system up here, call Consolidated and they can look it up and tell you who's connected to your internet.
I mean, I guess my own, if it doesn't record, other than, I mean, it's basically just a
Right.
fancy doorbell.
Right.
at
It's
that
just so
point.
she can see who comes in.
But if we're gonna put cameras, might as well get one of the records, just in case something does happen.
Just get a ring. Just get one of those ring corner ones. You can put the ring one up
Yeah.
there. It connects through Wi-Fi.
Well, see, then that would be another issue,
records.
because then that would be brought up that somebody is getting in there remotely. Because I know like our security systems at the park and at concessions, if they had internet there, we could be able to,
You can access
Kevin
some
can
of
pull it
them.
up on his phone and look at the cameras, but there's no
That one's
Wi-Fi
a
out there.
closed circuit, so the
Yeah.
only place it goes is to that monitor, and that's
Right.
it. Nobody can have access to it on an app, or
Right,
the only way it records anything is if there's an SD card in it.
Well, I mean, with the ring ones, I mean, they're not. You can't hack rings very.
well, no, but I mean, like, I can look up my ring at home on my phone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but this way, nobody else can get on there. If we do get an actual one, Kevin's the only one that knows the password, anything on it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you put the ring in,
Because we've got cameras at the street shed, we've got cameras at the water plant, there'll be new cameras at the new plant. I mean,
well, I'm just saying, if you get the ring, it would record. Kevin and the mayor have the only
Yeah, but then it'd
password
be
access.
dinging to them every single time that somebody would come, or movements or anything. I wouldn't do the ring, I would do an actual camera.
You said you put a card in it.
You can. I never have, but it does have
I can't see
a place where you can put an SD card in it.
I just find another.
Well, that's what she's
I mean,
saying, she can get another one of those for 80
Probably
bucks.
every other government
It's an old
mun-
camera.
municipalities
I
have them.
never went to mine. I can remember camera.
Like Darren said, I get life better and money. Just you never know, somebody come in.
Anything else for health
So
and safety?
what are you guys deciding up on that? I mean, I think there needs to be
I
decision.
just get quotes, see,
Yeah.
on recordable cameras, I mean, I would,
You have to pay a monthly service fee to record them and store them.
mm-mm.
If you
No,
have the,
they have we don't have to, it has like a,
It's got a DVR box on a lot of them.
right, it's got a box that's there with them.
oh, so it's
Yeah.
so it's just a hard drive.
Yeah.
Once you hit it either
It starts
rewrites.
rewriting over
Stays,
a lot
it
of
saves
times. yeah.
everything on there for somewhat, like, what is it, 60 days or
Some
something?
of them, depends on how big a hard drive you get, some of them are 30 days, some are 60, 90, and then if you get one like Gary's talking about with an outside cloud subscription and stuff, then you would have to pay a membership fee where they
Yeah.
keep it for so long, but
Rings.
a lot of them, they'll hold them for like 30 days and then just start overriding it.
Yeah, 'cause rings.
What's the name, Brandon, you got at the PD?
It's some Alua or something. I don't know what Brian had put in there. It's been there since I got there, but I honestly think the cameras that he's got in there were probably put in before body cam stuff because they were set up for interviews and stuff like that, which we just use body cams for it now. So I was talking to Bill about it the other day. Honestly, I think the cameras that are inside could better be utilized outside of the front of the PD, looking towards the naughty and then down the alley towards the brewery and stuff instead of
Might find out.
in the
who knows
department,
about some
so.
money.
Somebody did it on an old 51 too. There's
Right.
streets.
Make motion, check in, not to exceed. I don't know.
You have to put it on the agenda, that's,
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Not to exceed what price
She
you
said
gotta pay.
2,500, right?
It would be between, it would, when I talked to Wareham, they said, because they hadn't actually come over here, I told them probably just a 2-camera system. Like one that watches towards the front door and one that watches back there.
Can this company not have any cords to replace?
That camera was bought off
She's
of
talking about
Amazon.
completely different.
No, that's, he's
Yeah.
fine. But for this one here, I mean, that was just a camera that was bought off of Amazon.
Oh,
And I put the model number in, but the cord that came didn't fit.
So it really comes down to whether we want to record or not.
Right.
If we just want a CCTV that she can see the monitor thing,
Right.
$100.
Right.
If we want to record for 30 days, it's 2,500.
Yeah.
She said she can put it, in that one she's got, she can record, just put an SD card in, right, Tanya?
Yeah, but that only faces like from right here. That doesn't, like, you can't see like the back door or
I
nothing.
mean, I don't need it to record.
No.
safety purposes, we might, something would ever happen.
Right.
Is
You
the
I have
have,
footage of it.
Is the
footage
back
of
door
it.
kept unlocked during the day?
no.
No. No, it stays locked.
for
So if
Kevin
that's
to do
locked, that's the
something
only
about it.
entrance. So
Yeah.
down the hallway, you really don't need
Yeah.
that per se. You really just need the main area.
Well, I mean, even with that one, whenever it is on, if you look in her office on that thing, all you see is the front door. You see barely a little bit of this window, but you can't see Janet's computer, nothing like that. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's not very wide. I've
no,
seen
it's
it.
not.
So we just want to replace this with what we already have now, just to have something and discuss this at a later time and really get into the details of if we want to do recording.
Yeah, if you want to, I can,
I mean,
because they have these, this exact same one. They've got it online for, it's, I think it was like 89 and some change.
I mean, if
With
Tanya's
tax and
not
shipping on it.
worried about recording, then
No.
I'm not sure the
Well-
point of spending all the money for the one person that doesn't really care if we do it or not.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Kevin, what's your thoughts?
It's whatever you guys want to do. Like if it's just for Tanya and she doesn't care about it, then that's fine. I mean, I understand where you're coming from too. If somebody would come in here and actually do something, it would be handy to be able to have video footage to go back and look at.
We have video footage on everything but here.
So didn't that happen up here once, Janet, with that guy on Samuel Street? Come
Yeah,
there
it was-
yelling. Or Dana?
Yeah, it was
that
me.
It was Tanya.
there? Tanya?
I just had two incidents. It was like a long time ago. They came in and threatened and
Is there any
That's when they put the
regulations
window
for
in the
government
door.
building to have?
it's not required.
Thoughts?
I say we put it on the agenda for 2,500. Have the kind that record. That way, if something does happen, it's recorded and we have footage of it. That's my thought.
Now, if you did that, would you still want me to replace that one so that Tanya can see who comes in, or just the actual security camera system?
The actual securities, I don't see any reason to replace anything on that right there.
Okay, because that's the only way she'll be
If they
able to
can
see.
if they can get it in pretty quick.
Yeah, but I'm saying this one is the only way she'll be able to see.
The other two, she won't be able to see what's going
No,
on.
it'll probably be somewhere in the storeroom back here. Yeah,
I would say.
and Kevin he'll be the only one with the password to be able to get on there to look at it. So.
I would say just replace it in the way that the one person that's using it wants it replaced. I mean,
How much would it cost to have an electrician come in and hardwire that up where it's not plugged into the wall?
That I don't know. I don't know. I can ask Butcher and see. I mean, somebody that's an electrician may be able to look at those wires and splice it together with that one somehow, because it's got like a
Right.
snap it like snaps in there, the plug-in thing.
That way we could keep it and it's not, you know, it's less sabotageable,
Yeah.
if that's a word.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing to sabotage if it's not really doing anything. So,
But she's being able to see.
Yeah.
That's the key.
And I haven't used it for a long time, and they put the doorbells on.
well, you were using it until it was broke, and it was mentioned that somebody was going to cut the wire. Because you were using it until recently. Because that's why it was broke, is because it was left plugged
I'd
in.
get with Butcher and see about hardwire and then get some quotes on one and we'll table it.
Okay.
I mean, everybody good with that?
Cool with that.
Anything for administrative items?
No, I didn't. Said about everything I could.
All right, anything else before we call it a night?
On the gate,
Yes.
do you want me to get a quote on the gate or just get the gate fixed?
Get the gate fixed.
They're not gonna have to replace the gate, will they?
I think those are the gate and it's welded.
Does that have welded
Yeah,
joints?
those support beams that hold the gate up.
They're all welded together.
That's one big issue.
So basically the whole door will have to be replaced in order to do that.
Yeah. Just let's just start with a quote, that's fine.
Gotta get one.
I have one more thing. Janet, on our last meeting, February the 17th, I had FOIA'd 6 months worth of stuff that's been FOIA'd, and I didn't see where Derek or Abby, either one, FOIA'd the last minutes and they have recordings of it. How did they get recordings of that meeting if it was not FOIA'd?
I'm not sure, was it not, did they not take it from the thing?
No, because it wasn't recorded, just yours. So I'm wondering how they got the recording without being FOIA'd.
Unless somebody shared it with them, I don't know.
You have the recording. You've only been, you're the only one that has that recording. No one could share it with them. So I'm asking how they got it.
Derek asked for it, I gave it to him.
Okay, thank you. That's what I needed to know.
But it's,
And what he did with it, I don't know.
And then
Because he listens to the meetings, so.
I thought that stuff couldn't be
And
given out until it was
that's
approved.
actually against,
Yeah, I know it's not.
yeah, it is. I've already contacted somebody. You cannot give that recording out to anybody until it has been approved. And it just was done tonight, and that recording was done either that same night or the next morning. That's against the regulations. I've already checked into it. So I will be going further in that one too. That should never been given out. So anyway, now I'm done. I think for tonight.
Okay. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Thank you very much. Roll
All
call.
in favor?
Yeah, you don't have to roll call. It's just-
All in favor? Aye. Who am I supposed to give this to?
Hey Tanya, I have something for you.